Alright, welcome back. Here's a video I didn't expect to be doing again this year. We have an update on our 91 Honda Accord that now Blake's gonna drive. We had some issues with the Honda that we were gonna let him run, so went back to the old trusty that wasn't trusty when we tried to take it over to the charity event, but after a relay bypass, like you guys saw in the previous video, I drove her back over here right by the garage, right outside the door, because, well, I got two cars in here, so I can't work on it in the garage, but you guys know this car did not get near the amount of love that it ever should have, because, well, it was my car, and that's how I operate, but now it's Blake's car, so I got to put a little bit more time into it. Overall, I mean, it's still going to a cleanup kind of show, and he's going to be running in a youth class. So I'm not going to do a ton to it, but we are going to do a little bit of work. Here's my current plan. I just started pulling this stuff out a little bit, trying to get it so that it's not sitting right on top of the exhaust. I'm also going to try to pull this guy over because this is no longer connected. So I will get that re-welded into place, hopefully. Tires are back on it. Chains are back around the control, or around the spindles, to the strut. So hopefully they'll stay in the event that he breaks something. Top of where the ball joint used to be, still replaced with a bolt. I gotta put another nut on there. I had borrowed it for the other car that I did the exact same thing for. We will double nut that. Back here, I think the only thing I'm really going to do is I think I am going to take this trunk lid off. I really don't think it's doing much good at this point with as high up as it is. I tried beating the hell out of it last time and I could not get it to come back down. So I don't think you need it with where it's at, because you can see it's completely folded in on itself. So I think I'll cut the wire and just pull that guy right off of there. And then tell Blake to go hit real hard driving forward, because I'd really like to not have this thing over the off season if at all possible, but we'll see. It's his first time. As you guys know, he's either going to go out there and shit himself and he'll make one hit but break his stick or whatever the case may be, or he's going to go completely balls out, absolutely love it, and this thing will be absolutely freaking destroyed by the time all is said and done. I don't remember how much I showed as far as getting the new bumper put on, because I know I did that in the dark, so just a couple extra plates, maybe actually try to get the stupid thing to stay on this time. I didn't go excessive. You guys know I'm not trying to build something crazy here, just enough to get the stupid thing to stay on, in theory anyway. So I'm gonna get to work, and we'll pop back in here with the finished product. Oh, by the way, Blake, you gotta learn how to drive stick. Alright, as you can see, we got the hood back on. Kind of reattached this rod to the frame, so that'll hold it in place. I'm not going to wire it back shut. I don't know if they're going to make him have the hood off for inspection. The little things. We added some noodles. Try to keep him safe in there. The kid runs cross country. That'd be tough with broken ribs. So try to keep him a little bit safer. Oh, and we taped the steering wheel. This is something that you should do for any driver, let alone new drivers. Make sure that they keep their hands out of the damn steering wheel. That's where people break their arms and stuff. We did ditch the trunk lid. Like I said, with the angle this thing's going, I really don't think it was doing much help unless I could have got it back down in front of everything, but I couldn't, so I just ditched it. I don't foresee him doing a whole lot of driving backwards. If he does, great, this car will take it, I know it will, but I just don't foresee a first-time driver doing a whole lot of backwards driving. Look, I even switched out the tire and put one with air on it for him. So you can see it is a little bit kinked up here, so that tire is a little bit of an angle, but it's not terrible. When I drove this thing over here, I did notice with as tight as I have those chains, now you guys saw I didn't like really crank them down, but I left a little bit of slop. This car doesn't have the turn radius that it used to, but everything does seem to be holding up really well. I did a couple laps around the yard, gave a little bit of gas. It seems to be holding up pretty well. If we can keep ball joints in this thing, keep the axles to stay in, I've seen these cars take a hell of a beating. I think that this one should certainly do the same. But of course, it's starting to rain again because, well, it's Wisconsin, and that's been the theme here lately. There's actually currently a 70% chance of rain the day of this show, so hopefully that moves on out, but we shall see. We'll keep a close eye on it. But Honda, ready to roll. Appreciate you following along as always. Get goosed.